Hey, welcome back, guys. Okay, so now that we have some records in our account, it's time to display those records. Yes? So here I'm logged in and I will click on account, but before I do that, let me fix a few things in the admin area here. So let me right click so we can open a new page. I want to go to the product. And I noticed that if I click on edit, nothing happens. So instead here, let me inspect the element and see what errors I get in the console. So here I get an error that says product images input is null. Okay. Now it's important to check the stack trace here. So here I have onClick and then I have show edit product, right? So it's showing me that it started with the onClick listener and then it went to show edit product. So show edit product is where the error is. So let's see if we can figure that out. Okay. So if we go to our code here, I want to go to the inside view admin. And now I want to go to products.php. So what I'm looking for is show edit product. That's the one right there. So let's fix that. Show edit product. It's usually better to just type it. Yeah, there we go. Show edit product. But we are looking for the function, which is right here. Okay, so this is where the issue is, but what exactly is the error? So the error is product images input is null. So let's see what that is. Product input images. That's the one right there. Product input images is null, which is this one here. Okay, so JS product images, that's the one it cannot find. All right, so let me try and find this. So I'm going to do a previous, like, there we go. So there's JS product images, but there's edit at the very end. So I think that's where things are missing. So let me go down here, back, show edit product. Okay, so right here at the very end, I have to put a dash and say edit. So let me zoom in a little bit so you can see better. There we go. So I just added the edit over there. So let's see if that solves the problem. So if I click here, I think it does, because now I can see what is supposed to be here. So if I put a 2 there, just to see if things will work out. It didn't work out, so let's inspect the element again. Let's go to the console. Okay, so now the reason why it has all this is because console.log is on, and that's why things didn't work. So if I refresh, wait a minute, it didn't work still. Let me put a 2 and hit save. And it's actually not refreshing either. So let me come back down here and let's see. Show, I'm looking for the handle result part here. Or is this? So this part here with the console.log that returns the result. So let's see what is going on. So if I click here, put 2 there again, hit save, so that disappears. But what do we get in the console? So here, the only thing I have to check is if this is valid JSON, and it actually is valid JSON. So it brought back the table and everything is supposed to be fine, but it isn't, unfortunately. So I need to just check if it gets to this point here. Show, oh yeah, so it does, because that thing closes here, and then the table is refreshed with the data. All right, so everything seems to be working here. Now, what we can do to check what is the matter is to go to our controller. And where is that? The controller for the Ajax. So Ajax product here, but because we know that it's in the product class that we are sent once we get there, so I think we are better off here coming to function edit right there. Okay, so I'm going to go down here up to the point where I write a query, and then I want to see if I do get to this point here, and I'm just going to say echo query, like so. Yes, something like that. So let's give it another shot, shall we? Put it through there, save. Let me inspect the element. Let me come down here, and I do not see my query at all. So the query isn't running at all. Let me move this a step further here. I know I haven't declared the query here, so I just want to see if I'm going to find an error there. So this is how you go about your debugging, so that you see where exactly the problem starts from. So let's come down here. Okay, so now that I have the unexpected character, it means indeed we did get to that point, and there should be an error, which is here, notice undefined variable query. All right, so which is good. It means we are getting to this point. So the problem is probably we are not going through here. Okay, so what I want to do is get the error here. I'm just going to copy like that, and I will paste here. So if not is set, or that is empty, it should come here. Okay, so let's see at this point what the issue is. So I'm going to click again and check for the error this time. So it's saying please enter a valid description for this product. So that is supposed to be the error that I'm supposed to receive, which I don't get back. All right, so let's fix this, shall we? So in order to fix this issue where we are not getting the error that we are supposedly supposed to get, let me go to Ajax product here, which is the controller, so that I see where, okay, so edit product is right there, and there is product edit. Okay, so then the problem here is I'm setting this to an empty string again, which is not good because it's supposed to have something in there. Okay, so what I should do here is to return this data. So right here I have array data where I get the table. I have array data type, and there it is there. Okay, so what I need to do is find a way to incorporate the session error. So I can easily do that by copying this, and then let me put it array message. Okay, so before I even do any of this, I have to confirm first. Okay, so the message should be, I'm going to put an if statement. I'm going to say if, oops, wrong data. So I'm going to copy that and put it here. So what I want to know is if session error is equal to empty. If it is empty, then we're going to put this in there. Or what I will do, let me duplicate this and then put an else statement there. And then I'll move one of these down here, like so. Okay, so I think I'll do not empty like that. If session error is not empty, then what I will do here is I'll say your role, if it's not empty, then the message should be whatever is contained in here. Copy, and then I will put that in there like so. Paste. Okay, otherwise we get there. So now it's okay if we can empty it. And then the message type should depend on what happens. So here, I will move here info to there and then duplicate that to change message type to error here. Message type info, message type error. Like that. Okay, then we can empty it. That's fine because we've already assigned it to where we want. And then data type. Okay, so we're looking good here. Let me see if we're doing the same thing on the create, and apparently we are not. But anyway, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so now I can go back to my products.php and look at the handle result function here. Okay, so if the message type is info, this is what happens. Else, we do an alert. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Now, let me make sure in the product class I've removed all that. Okay, that's good. Now, let's refresh our page. Click there. And let's do another edit and click save. All right, but things are still not showing up. So let's see what we've got here. Please enter a valid description for the data. So I do have a message here that is, and message type is error. Okay, so the information is getting back correctly. So it means in our product.php here, message type is not info, or it's not add new, it's edit product. Ah, I see. So I didn't do this for the other side. So let me copy that and let me paste it here, like so. Let's push all that internally. Let me put my closing tag and do an else statement, like so. Okay, and then copy that onto here. Paste, yes. So it should work this time. We should get an error message. So close that, click, put it through. Yes, please enter a valid description for this product. Yes. Okay, so now since the errors are going to be one error at a time, let me go back to the class here. I think we probably do not need the break tags here. Wait a minute. We should probably find a better way of displaying these errors. Let's see a minute here. Please enter a valid quantity. Okay, since we are displaying these errors, I was hoping to display these errors on a custom-made thing here. So maybe we'll do that in the future. So I'll leave it as it is there. But the problem here is that once we click and we're getting please enter a valid description, we do have a valid description here. So why exactly is this happening? So let's see here. Oh, okay, so I see. It's because of the 2 that I'm adding there, because we do not want numbers numbers are unacceptable in here. So if we want to add numbers there as well, we're going to put 0 to 9 like so. But that's in the edit. Excuse me. Let's look at in the, oh, actually we do have this in the description. So why I have that, I have no idea. So let me copy all this here from the adding portion of this and then paste it here. Okay, that's more robust. All right, so let's see what happens now. Save. Okay, so that has worked out. Very good, very good. All right, so that's how we do our editing there. Okay, pretty cool. Let's make sure the delete is working. So are you sure you want to delete? Yes. And the delete isn't working either. Okay, so let's inspect our element. Let's check it out. Click there and say okay. So we get an empty string there. All right, so we're going to see what the problem is in the next video.